On the day of Mira's 15th birthday, Elna's pig weighed over 50 stones. Madame Giry had told him to carry pig up the mountain on that day as well. But Elna didn't want to present himself to Mira smelling like a pig. Instead, he took a bath. It was his second bath in less than a week. Then he led the pig to Mira's. Igor Barkov was there with his pig as well. "These are two of the finest pigs I've ever seen," Mira's father declared. He was also impressed with Elna, who seemed to have grown bigger and stronger in 2 months. "I used to think you were a good-for-nothing book reader," he said, "but I see now you could be an excellent mud whistler." "May I marry your daughter?" Elna boldly asked. "First, I must weigh the pigs." Alas, poor Ella should have been carried this pig up the mountain one last time. The 2 pigs weighed exactly the same. Stanley's blister had ripped open. A new blister formed. He kept changing his grip on the shovel to try avoid the pain. Finally, he removed his cap and held it between the shaft of his shovel and his raw hands. This helped, but digging was harder because the cap would slip and slide. The sun beat down on his unprotected head and neck. Though he tried to convince himself otherwise, he'd been aware for a while that his piles of dirt were too close to his hole. The piles were outside his 5-foot circle, but he could see he was going to run out of room. Still, he pretended otherwise and kept adding more dirt to the piles that he would eventually have to move. The problem was that when the dirt was in the ground, it was compacted. It expanded when it was excavated. The piles were a lot bigger than his hole was deep. It was either now or later. Reluctantly, he climbed up out of his hole and once again dug his shovel into the previously dug dirt. Mira's father got down on his hands and knees and closely examined each pig, tail to snout. "Those are 2 of the finest pigs I've ever seen," he said at last. "How am I to decide? I have only one daughter." "Why not let Mira decide?" suggested Elna. "That's preposterous," explained Sylvia as he spoke. "Mira is just an empty-headed girl," said her father. "How can she possibly decide when her father, can't?" "She knows how he feels in her heart," said Elna. Mira's father rubbed his chin. Then he laughed and said, "Why not?" He slapped Elna on the back. "It doesn't matter to me. A pig is a pig." He summoned his daughter. Elna blushed when Mira entered the room. "Good afternoon, Mira," he said. She looked at him. "You are Elna, right?" she asked. "Mira," said her father, "Elna and Igor have each offered a pig for your hand in marriage. It doesn't matter to me. A pig is a pig. So I will let you make the choice. Whom do you wish to marry?" Mira looked confused. "You want me to decide?" "That's right, my blossom," said her father. "Gee, I don't know," said Mira. "Which pig weighs more?" "They both weigh the same," said her father. "Girlie," said Mira. "I guess I choose Elna." "No, Igor." "No, Elna." "No, Igor." "Okay, I know. I will think of a number between 1 to 10. I will marry whoever guesses the closest number." "Okay, I'm ready." 10, guessed Igor. Elna said nothing. "Elna," said Mira, "what number do you guess?" Elna didn't pick a number. "Marry Igor," he muttered. "You can keep my pig as a wedding present." The next time the water truck came, it was driven by Mr. Pendersky, who also brought the sack lunches. Stanley sat with his back against a pile of the dirt and ate. He had a bolognese sandwich, potato chips, and a large chocolate chip cookie. "How you doing?" asked Magnet. "Not real good," said Stanley. "Well, the first hole's the hardest," Magnet said. Stanley took a long, deep breath. He couldn't afford to throw in. He was way behind the others, and the sun just kept getting hotter. It wasn't even noon yet, but he didn't know why he had the strength to stand up. He thought about quitting. He wondered what they would do to him. What could they do to him? His clothes were soaked with sweat. In school, he had learned that sweating was good for you. It was nature's way of keeping you cool. So, why was he so hot?